Hi, I'm Lekisha. I completed my IPM undergrad from IIM Ranchi and then gave CAT and got admitted to IIM Ahmedabad.
How does it feel when you tell people that you are from IIM Ahmedabad?
Everybody is very fascinated, but now that I've been there, I'm just tired all the time. Very rigorous.
How much did you get in VARC in CAT?
100% tired. VRC is not about memorizing and vocabulary, it's about making sense of what is written. It is testing how well you understand the exam pattern. Sometimes you see questions and you answer them, and then in the analysis, you see that they're all wrong. So, the basic understanding that you need to have in this type of questions, my instinct is wrong. So just do the opposite. So understand what the examiner wants to ask, what the paper wants to ask.
How did you balance your college academic with CAT preparation?
I did not prepare for CAT a lot. I only put in 2 weeks.
People will get depressed, Lekisha. Even when you say you did not prepare, you had 12 years of school where you put so much hard work. So your preparation has been spread out throughout the time, which people need to realize.
Yes, so CAT is an aptitude test and you cannot build your aptitude in 2 weeks, and I'll be very honest with that. So it is the consistent effort towards whatever you are doing from the beginning. So I think that is very important. So high conscientiousness is one trait I have seen in people who have cleared CAT.
So have you ever gotten a low mark in a mock exam?
I did not score high in any of my mocks.
How were you motivated then?
I think 2 weeks does not require a lot of motivation to continue. I was already scared that I did not study earlier. What I have is just 2 weeks and I have to put in the most effort I can in those 2 weeks. So I studied long hours in those 2 weeks to brush up my math formulas. So basically I was confused, like should I focus on quant, should I focus on VRC or DILR? So one thing I realized is however hard I try, in 2 weeks I cannot build my VRC level from here to here. What I can do is revise my math formulae, revise my DLR concepts, and then just go and trust myself in the paper. So I think one thing very important is to be calm in the paper. Talking about my IMA interview, like when I went in, they gave me a math question to solve. It was an Olympiad level question, but I did not know how to do it because my quants percentile was not that good. So I just tried, and then they said like try again. I tried again, but I did not know what to do. And then they asked me to like take the paper, scrap it and just throw it. It was a test of my confidence, but I was happy because I had not written anything on the paper. Then they just put their chairs aside and I was thinking what's happening, and they opened the window and asked me to look out of the window strategically, because when they asked me my favorite course from undergrad, I replied to that it was strategy. So looking out of the window strategically, I was confused, honestly, but then they gave me a hint like look at a lot of hospitals around you and why are so many hospitals together. And in terms of strategy also, they did not ask me any academic concept. It was purely logical applications of what they meant by the word strategy, like how clusters are formed in businesses. And one thing about IMA interview was that it was very conversational. They were not trying to pressurize me. Yeah, that was one bit in the starting, but when I was normal, they were just asking repetitive questions to get me to where they wanted to gauge the thought process of the applicant instead of just like pushing them to certain answers. So I think one thing that got me through it was asking the right questions. So even if you don't know things, it's okay to ask for time, and it's you have to show them how you think. So just ask the right questions. Do not think in your head, think out loud is what I would suggest.
We just came for a quick coffee break at Nescafe. We had coconut water. And now we are back to answering more questions. How do you not feel afraid?
I was so scared that I thought that ABC were mocks. My dream was Kozhikode. So I was not scared, I was too scared is the first thing. So my Ahmedabad interview was one day after college was ending. So I did not prepare at all. And while going also, me and my friend Amya went and we missed our train to the interview. And then we realized that she was not carrying her formals. I did not have my Aadhaar card. So we were not in a very interview giving stage. We did not give a lot of attention to our interview because we were so absorbed in like leaving college, packing and all that. So I think one good thing that happened with that is because I was not so focused on it, it could not stress me a lot. So I think just be yourself. And one thing with interviews is even if you're stressed, after because mine was a long interview, after 15-20 minutes, they will get you to be yourself, because however much you try to hide or prepare answers, one thing I realized is I could not speak any prepared answer in any interview, because it is so unexpected that eventually you'll speak out what you think. So I think just you need to work on your thought process for that.
A lot of students right now are not asking how can I prepare for quants or verbal ability. They are asking, how do I make a profile? How do I do an interview properly? Do you think they have their priorities not straight?
If you know that you'll ace the CAT exam and then you want to start working on the interview, very fine. But if you are very unsure about it, or even a little bit unsure about it, just put your effort in CAT first, because I can tell you those 2 months between CAT and the interview are more than enough for the interview preparation.
What's your recommended approach for effective revision? Because people are like, I did this question, I learned the formula, I could solve it, but after 1 week, दिमाग से गया.
I tried to complete all the questions in the material that I have. So like if you have a shorter amount of time, you have to sit for long hours naturally. Whenever I learned a new thing, I wrote it. Like I made my own notebook of formulas, and not just formula, I invented my own methods, and it was nothing new. Basically, they were derived forms or other forms of the basic formulas, but I was comfortable with them. So when I wrote them down and like opened my notebook on the last day, I could instantly know that this is what I have to do if this kind of question comes.
Or what's the biggest mistake they can make right now?
Okay, so the biggest mistake is watching a YouTube video and trying to emulate what that person did. So I seriously recommend you to just give some time to yourself to figure out how you work. Some people will tell you that they prepared for 6 months. Some people, I really wanted to put it out there. Like I could say that I prepared for a long time, but you do not need time. You just need to figure yourself out how you react to things, how much time do you need. So I think take some time and do that. So I think that will help you a lot in every exam or everything in life.
What's the most interesting case you've studied so far?
There was a case on Billy Who Coffee. It was a communication course, so we were not expecting a business case, but in the classroom we had to decide a growth strategy for a business called a coffee brand called Billy Who. And interestingly, 5 minutes after the discussion, we got to know the founder was sitting among us in the class. He just got up, talked to us, we talked to him, and we got to know where his mind is at, and then we could decide on a strategy. So I think those are the experiences that I made that shock you.